Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome to another episode of my AFL 26 management career here with Port Adelaide. Hope you're all doing very, very well. The road to 1,000 subscribers is still very much on the way, so if you could please like and subscribe to the channel for more content I'm trying to put out every single day, it would really be appreciated. Today we take on St Kilda at home after a little stint in the SANFL in the last episode, and here we go. We're currently unbeaten in both the SANFL and the AFL, and I think we're a good chance of extending our winning streak today, considering St Kilda in this universe are yet to win a game. Skippers in the middle for the toss of the coin. St Kilda have called heads. We've won the toss. We're going to kick to the right of screen. And here we are, in the middle of the ground. Let's get this game underway. Butters back as the captain again for today, as Connor Rosey still injured. Going to kick deep towards full forward. Cochrane can't take the mark. We're going to have a stoppage very early in the piece inside our forward 50. Saints clear it very easily. Ends up with Max King. Obviously, we saw a little bit of him in our Tasmania series. Didn't see much of him in the Richmond series. Wasn't really a part of it. Horne-Francis kicks short, looking for a target. Finds, unfortunately, Jack Sinclair, not Mr. Berry, who he was looking for. That's a horrible short kick, and Horne-Francis gets it right back. Now we just need to find a target here. Who's offering? I think that maybe Ollie Wines, who's just sitting there by himself. Great lowering of the eyes. And Ollie Wines going to have the first crack at goal today for Port Adelaide. And as always, the first kick traditionally is a shocker, and that tradition continues today. Ball entering our forward 50. Once again, Powell-Pepper can't bring it to ground. Can't mark either, unfortunately. King, once again, pushing up from centre half forward. Having a few injury troubles at the moment, but good to see him play today. Horne-Francis. Nobody standing the mark. I panicked a little bit. Handballed it forward where I didn't really have to. And now the ball with Burns. Who is that at full forward? I can't exactly tell. If Powell-Pepper can take a mark here, it's going to save us a whole bunch of trouble. And he's done very, very well. Just kick it short. Try and just get it down the line. Horne-Francis with the body can't do the job. Georgiadis down there as well. Great spoil from Alir. Obviously, he's got stiff competition with Radley. I forgot his name for a second. Who was very good in the SANFL up against Glenelg and Sturt in the last video. And Liam Henry now playing up forward. Can't get it much further than Alir. 5 minutes gone and only a point between the two teams. We've got a lead forward via LUKOSIUS, and unfortunately the kick is too long and it's out of bounds on the full. After that, out of bounds on the full by Ollie Wines. We're just slowly working it back into our forward 50. Let's just try and aim a little bit more centrally. Lockie Jones, who got called up from the twos for this episode, playing his first game of the year, and the controller is really messing about. I don't know why. Fortunately, it won't screw us around too much, as Lockie Jones slots that through the middle. We get the first on the day. Horne-Francis getting a lot of the ball early. No real options at the moment, so we may as well just kick it long and strong. LUKOSIUS, I believe he's up near the top of the Coleman race at the moment. Doing very nicely. Going to be having a look at his first on the day. I think he's got 9 or 10 on the season. There's his first. And Port Adelaide off to a very good start. St Kilda win it out of the middle. Great tackle. Ball's dropped. St Kilda working it forward once again. The Burger Man does well out of half back. There was a one-on-one contest. That is a dangerous kick, and it goes straight to Keeler. Isaac Keeler. Can't say I'm familiar with his work. Going to be lining up for his first on the day. He's already taken a contested mark. Outside 50. It's a long kick. It's offline. Got options out of fullback. We'll go the short, easy kick. Actually, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but it works out okay. Ryan Burton does well. Going to go up the line now. Powell-Pepper, and I think that is, I've forgotten his name, Lockie Jones up there. He does very, very well. Now we've got, I think, Whitlock at centre half forward. Can't take the mark, unfortunately. St Kilda doing a good job working the ball up the line. Kick it straight to a contest, though. That is not a good job. Butters intercepts very nicely. We've got options wide. Pow Pepper is there. Had a very good game last week. LUKOSIUS is on the move. Going one-on-one once again. And takes another very good mark. Going to be lining up for a second goal on the day. Hopefully he can have a bit of a better kicking game today than he has so far this season. And that is proving to be the case so far. Can't win it out the middle this time around. Keeler kicking forward for St Kilda. Ball goes to ground. Alir clearing handball. Not far enough. St Kilda offline once again. Very lucky to get away with that one. Jones the target now. Out of full back. Jack Sinclair once again. Going deep. Jordan Sweet. I was going to say Big Ivan, but Big Ivan's playing in the twos right now. Come on, we've got to get up. Take a strong mark. Jackson Mead returning from injury today. Pow Pepper on the move. Take another contested mark. Yes, he does. Thought about playing on, but he did fall to ground, unfortunately. LUKOSIUS has been so good today. Instead, it's Jeremy Finlayson, left footer. So we've got to be nice and quick on the right, or sorry, the left to right, I should say, for the left footer, and that's out of line of the left goalpost, unfortunately. Ball loose in the contest. Berry, actually no, it is Lockie Jones trying to get free. Ball goes to St Kilda, ends up with Alex Dodson, who is South Australian, so someone that we are going to keep an eye on next off-season. And we do need another backup ruckman. Obviously, we can't just have Jordan Sweet spend all of the time in the ruck. Finlayson does a very nice job. We got a 3-on-2 down at full forward. Berry is wrapped up. It's holding the ball. That's probably a little harsh, unfortunately. But that is a risky kick. And Georgiades is going to take a set shot. Hasn't had a lot of the ball today, but lining up for Port Adelaide's fourth. And I think between Whitlock, Georgiades, and Jack LUKOSIUS, our forward line for the future is pretty secure. St Kilda pushing forward out of the stoppage. Ends up with Jack Higgins, who may have a crack, and it's not bad. Can't get to the ball. Actually, we do in the end. Little snap around the body. I think it's a goal. St Kilda do well. 20 minutes gone. 18-point lead. St Kilda doing very well right now. Little quick snap out of the stoppage. Jones takes a nice mark. LUKOSIUS on the move once again. Let's go a bit deeper than that. Go towards Berry and Finlayson. Berry ends up with it. Hasn't kicked a lot of goals this year. I think he's got 3 for the year. But is going to be a very good player for us for a long time. One of our objectives is to kick 20 goals today. I mean, recent form indicates that we may get close to that. But I don't know. I like to keep take every game as it comes. Not try to get too complacent. But 21 minutes gone in the first. We already have 5. So you'd have to say we're on pace. Well, that is a risky kick by St Kilda. I think there was just a quick kick out of the stoppage. It just wanted it to go somewhere. That was possibly a little dumb. Butters is pushed forward. And he's done well at full forward. Just the 5 disposals so far. But if he can get a goal, get a bit of a bigger lead for us. He's done well. St Kilda not showing a lot of fight in this one. St Kilda would probably want one more just before quarter time. If they can sneak one in, I think they're a chance here, actually. And Big Heath does very nicely. Heath now lining up for his first of the day. St Kilda's second to get it back to a 4-goal game. He does well. And St Kilda really needed that one just to avoid a complete one-sided quarter. Great tackle in the middle by Zach Jones. We've got another stoppage. 24 minutes gone in the fourth. What is happening? I think my controller has died again. Oh no, come on. Somebody take a mark, please. Oh God. Well, it's resulted in a St Kilda mark on the siren. Dan Butler is going to have a shot on goal to get it back to an 18-point game. He does. You can't say my computer doesn't have it out for me. After a few technical difficulties, we can see that quarter time has come and we're in the lead by 3 goals, doing very nicely. St Kilda's actually getting more of the ball, basically exclusively from kicks right now. 52 kicks, 5 handballs. Not a great handball to kick ratio, kick to handball ratio, depending on which way you view it. Butler and LUKOSIUS leading the way with 2 goals apiece. Horne-Francis leading the disposal getters with 7, along with Armstrong and intercept marks. Aliir and Horne-Francis, of all people, getting a lot of the ball via intercept marks. Hopefully my computer won't hate me as much for the rest of this game. Mainly my controller is just really getting things out of hand right now. Let's run onto the ball. Quick around the corner. Can't take a mark, unfortunately. And St Kilda play on very quickly, trying to get it out of their defensive 50. Aliir does a very nice job at centre half. Actually, it's more on the wing now. He's usually playing centre half back. We kick straight to the top of the forward 50. And Jeremy Finlayson going to be having another crack on goal. Had a behind earlier in the day. That is swinging back. It's offline. Actually, no, it's a goal. He's done very well. St Kilda inside 50 now. Very good mark by Burton, who I think I forgot to mention did sign a contract extension a couple of episodes ago. I did sign it in and around where I signed those other contracts. I think I just missed out on mentioning him for whatever reason. Jackson Mead with a great tackle. We got a ball up just outside of St Kilda's half back line, or half forward line, I should say. Ball's free. Jones can't get boot to ball. St Kilda do. Ends up with Aliir. Let's just hit up a short target here. Going down the line. Looking for Whitlock. Can't take the mark. Can run onto the ball, please. Anybody? St Kilda trying to go forward once again. Only as far as Burton. Webster has it at half forward for St Kilda. Kicks to space. Great run from the wing by Burn-Jones. Probably safety goal there if they took a mark. Aiming for Jordan Sweet. Does well. Horne-Francis is at half forward. Can't get it to him at this time around. The Burgerman does well. Plays on. Looking for a wingman. Finds Jackson Mead. He's done a lot of running so far in this one. Let's take a mark here, I should say. Finlayson does well. Kicking short. Jones can't take it this time around. Butler goes wide. He is all over the shop today. Going forward, going back. Now McLennan at half back. Kicks down the line. Ollie Wines looks stuffed. We may need to take him off. Give him a bit of a spell. Looking for Horne-Francis once again. He's got a very long kick. So we're going to give him a shot at goal. And hopefully he can get it to swing into the goals from right to left. That is a little bit too on the middle of the goals. And it's offline. Dougal Howard, former Port Adelaide player, actually coming out of full back. And Lockie Jones has it here. Let's just go deep towards full forward. Probably a little bit too far out from what I was aiming for. Somebody lay a tackle. Can't get it done. And Jack Steele does well. Plays on. Kicks towards his half forward in Heath. But Aliir, another great contested mark, which he is so good at. Whitlock, just not strong enough at this point in his career. Josh Lay does very well. Butters is there short, which is what we're going to do. See if we can go over the top. But it ends up with Georgiadis looking for a second goal of the day. Starts it wide, coming back, not well enough, unfortunately. Finlayson has it just outside 50. Gonna go short here, looking for Jones. Actually, it's Berry. Doesn't work out. Aliir running hard from centre half back. Takes a really good grab. Let's just go. We'll go short, actually. Go to Cochrane. I don't think he's touched it today. He's got a decent kick on him, I believe. If he can have a bit of a shot on goal. It's offline, unfortunately. Was from the moment he left his boot. And he's kicked it straight to the man on the mark. That was absolutely dumb. Horne-Francis going to have another shot on goal. This should be goal number 8 for Port Adelaide. And it's now a 33-point game. 11 minutes into the second quarter. Sweet can't win it out of the middle. Powell-Pepper with a strong tackle. Doesn't go very far, though. Now with Keeler. Kicking deep towards full forward. Liam Henry's out the back. Tackle there. I think it doesn't matter. He's kicked the goal. Back to 27 points. Zach Jones kicking forward for St Kilda. They are on the move. And Jack Higgins with the strong hands in front of Burton. Going to be lining up for another goal And I'm pretty sure they've outscored us this quarter, even if they don't kick this goal. Higgins, he's done well. Back down to 21. Zach Jones now, centre half forward. Alir standing the mark. We finally get a mark at halfback. Kane Farrell does a very good job. We just need to clear this ball, find a target. That was way too short. And now Dan Burns, I think it is. No, Ryan Burns. For 3 consecutive St Kilda goals. We're in a bit of trouble. The Saints are coming back. Can't win it out of the middle. Let's just get boot to ball. There we go. LUKOSIUS. He's back on the ground. He's taken a mark at centre half forward. 2 goals on the game so far. He's been pretty good in front of goal. Hopefully he can continue his hot streak. Not to be. St Kilda just doing it way too easy running up the wing right now. Just the transition play is so good by St Kilda, but they stuff up at probably the crucial moment. Kick down the line, looking for LUKOSIUS. Does well. Got a handball over the top to Darcy Byrne-Jones. Going to kick it into the half-forward line, or full forward, I should say. Georgiadis takes a strong contested mark. Just the kicking in front of goal hasn't been great for us so far. I mean, outside of LUKOSIUS, most of our guys are going at 50%. But that's what we need. Another goal. If we can get one more before halftime, I think we'll be in good stead. Great tackle by Alir. Pau Pepper trying to chase down Max King. We need a mark. Zerk Thatcher does well. We'll go wide, run back, see if we can get a mark here because we've got numbers. St Kilda somehow come away with it. Burton does well. Gets the ball back for Port Adelaide. Let's go down the line. Who is that? Josh Lay. Just does not go up with it. Where's your desire? Ball wrapped up. Great smother. Zach Jones. See if we can take a mark on the goal line. We can't. St Kilda are now 16 points down after being down by over 30 at one point. Great hit out by Jordan Sweet. Short little kick. That's not 15. We stuffed up. Okay, Alir, we need a strong mark from you. He's done very well. Rarely lets us down with his contested marking. Big contest at half forward. Can't get it done, unfortunately. Now, St Kilda just starting to chip the ball around. That's not 15. Can't find a target, unfortunately. Max King kicking forward. Only as far as Burton. Jordan Sweet. We'll go a bit deeper. That's too deep. See if Berry can get back. He can't, unfortunately. Jones, fortunately, intercepts Berry's mistake. Kick long to full forward. Georgiadis. Can't take the mark. Dougal Howard. I'm not sure if they were ever teammates. But Horn Francis gets the mark inside 50, intercepting another ball for us. He's already kicked one in this exact same fashion. Ball was swinging back, not enough, unfortunately. Need to be better in the second half. We've just not been good enough so far, even though we do have the lead by 3 goals. It's just not been ideal, unfortunately. Pick it up, hands forward. Come on. I think I've marked it, but my controller, it's I know, tech problems. We are having a whole ton of tech problems. I dare say I will title this video, Let's Call Tech Support. Please help me out. But anyway, Mitch Georgiadis does very, very well. For his 3rd, and probably the last kick before halftime. He does well. We are halfway to our objective. And we go in to the halftime break with a 24-point lead. 4 goals apiece that quarter. Much more competitive from St Kilda. Again, they are just killing us with the disposals. Georgiadis, 3 goals, 1. LUKOSIUS, 2 goals to his name. Dan Butler also has 2. But a lot of single goal kickers for this game. Alir is leading the way along with Burns, Armstrong, and Horn Francis for the major ball winners. Who's leading the way with the clangers? It's Jack Sinclair. Of course it is. And then Alir, 9 contested marks and intercept marks, doing very, very nicely. We rested our main mids at the start of the second quarter. We're going to put them back in the middle shortly. We win the ball straight out. Butters kicks long to full forward. Kicks to absolutely nobody. Whitlock was just not paying attention whatsoever. But Jackson Mead has a lead. And he's actually going to kick it back to Butters. And this is a tough kick. Willie Rioli obviously had a great kick from this pocket. Down to Appleton in the resis, but Butters hits the post, unfortunately. Can't repeat those feats. And now St Kilda going to be working the ball out of fullback, which they did so well in the first half, but that was not a good example of it. Sweet kicks to full forward now. LUKOSIUS in the goal square. Nice chest mark from behind. Going to be lining up for another goal. And to restore that 30-point lead that Port had in that first half at one point. 31-point lead. The tackling has been exceptional so far from both teams. Mead gets it forward. LUKOSIUS does an exceptional job. Dougal Howard is really struggling in this one. Cannot contain LUKOSIUS, Georgiades, and Whitlock, even though Whitlock hasn't done a great deal today. But it's just a whole bunch of big bodies. LUKOSIUS sneaks it in. He's got 4. Sweet starting to dominate in the ruck. LUKOSIUS for a third of the quarter. We're not even 5 minutes in yet. Should be a fairly simple kick. He's had his kicking boots on today. And there's another one. 5 goals for LUKOSIUS, and it's a 43-point lead. St Kilda finally win it out of the middle. And it's going to end up with Max King having what I believe to be his first shot on goal for today. Kicks it straight through the middle to stop the stream of goals. Does a very good job. Loose ball, half back. Max King chasing it down. Great tackle by Mead once again. We got another ball up. Ball up at half back. Sweet trying to knock it down. Doesn't even get boot to it. Or get a hand to it, I should say. Zach Jones with the inside 50. And Zerk Thatcher does very nicely. Taking a mark at full back. Risky kick though. Great tackle once again by Ollie Wines. We got a ball forward. Mead's going to go for a run. Kicks it long in the Georgiades direction. Can't take the mark. Can't get boot to ball. Whitlock with the tackle. Another ball up. Can't force the holding the ball, unfortunately. Jordan Sweet once again. He's been rucking solo for the entire series. Ollie Wines trying to get it forward. Take a mark. Gets the ball back with Ollie Wines. Just the 6 touches today, unfortunately, for the Brownlow medalist. Hasn't had a good run of things, but he's taken 5 marks. Lining up for his first. Slots it through. Great hands in the middle of the ground once again. Burn Jones gets chased down. Great stuff by Zach Jones. Obviously the former, or not the former brother, the brother of former Melbourne captain Nathan Jones. Must be quite a few years younger because he, for whatever reason, he looks old, but just isn't that, obviously, that old compared to Nathan Jones because he was playing forever and I've been distracted. Ollie Wines is actually going to have another shot on goal. That's nice. I think it's offline though, unfortunately. Butters has the ball at half forward, kicks deep towards Lockie Jones. Actually, it's Burn Jones, I should say. Getting a bit of the ball today. Spend a bit of the time on the wing. This is going to be a tough kick, though. Yeah, that's no good. St Kilda take the mark at centre half forward via Ryan Burns. Kicks deep. We can't take the mark, unfortunately. It's Dan Butler once again. What a game he's having. 8 disposals to his name. 5 marks. Lining up for number 3. Should be fairly comprehensive. He does well. Back under 40. Jackson Mead, must admit, having a very good game, returning from injury. Bodywork by Whitlock, no good. But we've got a chance to tackle here. He does very, very well. Not holding the ball, though. I thought he had a chance to get a nice set shot off of holding the ball. I mean, that's not what I had planned, but we've got Herbs and Spices lining up for a shot on goal. He's actually pulled it to the left a little bit. But it's going to be okay. We're on course for 20 goals today. At least it's looking like we're going to be getting one of our objectives today, which will be nice. Sweet. Stuffs up in the middle. Gets boot to ball. Try and take a mark in the contest here. We can't. Berry not strong enough, unfortunately. Jordan Sweet takes a good grab. LUKOSIUS is deep, 1 out. But we go a little bit shorter than that. Ends up with Zach Butters once again. Starting to collect a little bit more of the ball in this second half. That is straight through the middle. Captain's goal. We're in the lead by 50. And it's starting to get a little bit embarrassing for St Kilda, who was so good in that first half. Probably the most competitive team we've had so far. Probably except for Essendon, who kicked 7 goals to 4, I think, in a first half once, or a first quarter against us once. And now LUKOSIUS once again already has 3 this quarter. Lining up for a 4th and number 6 on the day. That's a beautiful kick. It's now starting to get a bit ugly for St Kilda. Berry, fortunately enough, takes the mark. Out of full back. Ollie Wines takes a nice pack mark here. He's kicked quite a few goals today as well. Should be a fairly easy kick. And that is a 10-goal lead to Port Adelaide. Can't win it out of the middle this time around. Great tackle by Sweet. Ball comes loose. And goes forward for St Kilda. Burton does well at half-back. Let's just kick it out of the defensive 50. We actually find Josh Sin, who hasn't seen a lot of it today. Over the top, we've got a 1-on-1 with Crummers nearby. Horn Francis can't take the mark. We've sort of been playing him at half-forward today, which I don't mind because we've been able to get some really good minutes out of some players who ordinarily wouldn't play in the midfield. I just like to see a bit of flexibility within my team, and I think we've displayed that really well today. Ollie Wines kicking down the line towards Powell-Pepper, can't get the mark, ends up with Jones. Great tackle by Powell-Pepper. Got another stoppage inside forward 50. Sweet, win it down if you can. Can't get boot to ball, unfortunately. And St Kilda do very, very nicely. Ollie Wines, another intercept mark. Kick it deep. LUKOSIUS is down there. He's got another contested mark. And the siren goes for 5 goals in a quarter to Jack LUKOSIUS. I don't know how many the team's kicked. But there's 19 on the day. It's a 70-point margin. It was looking so good at halftime, like we were going to have a really, really tightly contested game. 9 goals in a quarter to 2. Really disappointing that last couple of minutes well, that whole quarter actually by St Kilda. LUKOSIUS has 7, Georgiades has 3, Wines 2, Butters 2. And yeah, just a really, really tough quarter for St Kilda actually. How's Sweet going in the ruck? 20 taps, or hit-outs I should say, to Dodson's 11. Heath also has 4, so they're rotating it a bit. We might give Sweet a bit of a spell in this final quarter. The sub has been made for Port Adelaide. Anastopoulos is in. Whitlock is out. He has had an absolute stinker. Wines kicks it to half forward. Can't get the perfect start, unfortunately, in this final quarter. And the ball ends up with Ryan Burns, who's actually had a pretty good game so far. Alir hasn't really been needed much today, but has been good nonetheless. Jackson Mead pushing forward, can't take the mark. Great hands. Let's kick it short to LUKOSIUS. That's not 15. Camp panic stations. We stuffed that up. Really royally stuffed that up. But Ryan Burton now. Let's kick a bit deeper. What was that? Berry pushing forward, looking for LUKOSIUS. Takes a strong mark for number 8. He's been really good in front of goal today. I think every kick bar one has been a goal by his, but we've got the 20 goals on the day. The objective is secure. Not really a lot more for us to achieve today other than just securing the victory and maybe getting Jack LUKOSIUS his 10th goal of the day. Trying to get the mark inside forward 50. Can't get it done. Butters does well to intercept. LUKOSIUS. Go to the goal square. Take a mark. He does it. Lining up for number 9. The hill. He's kicked it over the hill into the Torrens. An 82-point game. I don't think we'll get to 100, but you never know. I didn't think we'd be able to get up by 70 by three-quarter time, let alone 100. So we'll just see how we go. But Jackson Mead looking for LUKOSIUS. This man cannot be stopped for number 10. Lining up on a slight angle. There's 10. We might put him to the bench now. Burton clears it out of defensive 50. Not far enough, unfortunately. Really, really poor, but Farrell actually gets it back and probably copped one high as well. Not a 50-meter penalty. Little handball. Gives it to Zerk Thatcher. Down the line, finds Berry, who's been sneaky quiet today, but he has been good. LUKOSIUS apparently still on the ground. He's taken another mark. I have put the interchange into place, but apparently still on the ground. So he's lining up for number 11. And he's got it. And now we are in the lead by 94 points. Ball cleared out of our forward 50 by St Kilda. Now in the hands of Dodson. He's got options down the line. Finds Mitch Owens. Goes deep, looking for a forward. And Alia does a fantastic job. Let's clear it wide. I can see a man there. Well, stuff that up. Higgins now. Is he going to line up for goal? No, he's giving it straight to the Burger Man. St Kilda pushing forward once again. Keeler kicks towards goal. Gets one back for the Saints. Burne-Jones nice and wide. Going to kick down the line. Turns it over. Webster has it in that back pocket. Gives it up to McLennan. Wanganeen Miller. Haven't seen a lot of him today. Been missing in action a little bit. Burne-Jones takes a nice mark on the wing. Kicks inboard. Only finds Zach Jones though. A little bit of a risky kick. Does not pay off. Ollie Wines been one of our best today. If it wasn't for LUKOSIUS, he would probably be best on. Hands out the back by St Kilda. Great spoil by, I think that's the Burger Man. And a great tackle as well for another ball up. St Kilda get it out of the stoppage. Keeler kicks it forward. Can't win it, unfortunately. Let's just get rid of it. Boot to ball, please. Oh my god, Jordan Sweet just gets dropped. We're chasing after this one. Don't concede a goal. I'm happy just to rush it. It's not deliberate. We'll take it. Now here's the critical bit. Getting it out of fullback. Let's just get it long and hopefully we can get a mark. We do. Finlayson does a good job. Who's that down the line? It's Anastopoulos. Hasn't touched it today. Still hasn't touched it. Henry does a good job with the contest. But Finlayson takes the mark. We'll go long once again. Ollie Wines and Keeler. Ollie Wines has been so good today. He's been really, really good. I don't know if those stats are correct, but he's already kicked at least 2. I've got a sneaky feeling he may have already kicked 3. He's not going to add to it anyway because that is offline. That was just a dumb kick by Wanganeen Miller. Like, I have no idea what's to gain from that kick. He didn't kick it to any one of his players that were remotely close to the contest. And now Joe Berry's going to have a lineup for his second. He's kicked it straight through. We are now still up by 96. St Kilda pushing forward. They're still showing a bit of fight, which is lovely. And a great set of hands by Farrell. Let's go wide. Let's see what's out there. We find the Burger Man. Kick up the line. Looking for Berry. It's been a good contest between him and Stocker so far. He wins this time again. Power Pepper gonna get sat on. Great fly by Wilkie. Power Pepper, Herbs and Spices, not gonna be happy with that one. But a great, again, intercept mark by Ollie Wines. He has been so good at that today. Kick long, looking for Georgiadis. Gets shoved out the way, can't take the mark. Dougal Howard, after getting 10 kicked on him by, actually 11 kicked on him by LUKOSIUS. He finally showing a bit of backbone. Alia. We'll just go short. Give ourselves an option, and we turn the ball over in a terrible spot. Absolutely awful. Anastopoulos has it now at centre-half forward. First touch of the day since coming off the bench as the sub. And a chance to kick a goal. That's not bad at all. It is an even 100-point game. But St Kilda still being resilient. Horn Francis panics, gives it to Alia. We get the nice mark by Finlayson at centre-half forward. We'll go over the top, looking for Georgiadis. Takes the mark, lining up for his 4th. Had 3 in the first half, didn't really contribute much in that third quarter. But to get another one to his name, oh, he's blown it. I've had no idea what's happened in this second half. St Kilda was so good for the first half, and they've absolutely butchered it in the second half. Wanganeen Miller clears it out of the defensive 50, and Alia takes another contested mark. Looking for Georgiadis. It's not a good kick. Liam Henry in that back pocket now. Just weighing up his options. Kicks it short. Horn Francis takes a nice mark. Going to be having a shot at goal now for his second. It's on line, but actually I think it's going to drop short. It's been touched over for a rush behind. Can't be long left. 23 minutes gone. 102-point margin. Can St Kilda get it back under 100? I don't think they will at this rate. Berry kicks it short. Can't find a target. Oh, it's been really embarrassing for the Saints today. Webster. There we go. It's all over. What a performance by Port Adelaide. What a disgraceful performance by St Kilda in the second half. They still haven't won a game and we still haven't lost. 15 goals to 3 in that second half. 6 goals to 1 in the final quarter. 165 to 63. An absolutely dominant performance. LUKOSIUS kicks 11. Georgiadis kicked 3. Wines 2. Berry 2. Butters 2. Horn Francis 1 goal 2. Ollie Wines 2 goals 3. Just to keep an eye on that. Butters had a lot of the ball, as did Wines. But a really good, solid performance all round. Ollie Wines, 12 contested marks, including 7 intercepted. Alia, 13 intercept marks. Absolutely unreal. Just the one bonus for us today gets us an additional $2.5 grand. Getting that up to 1.86 in the kitty, doing very, very nicely. Now, this is one thing that I did want to raise at the end of the last episode, but totally forgot. It is player fatigue. Now, one thing we can do, which we're going to do now, is going to fatigue management. Now, I've already done it, is I've extended the recovery period. So we get an extra day's rest or an extra 2 training sessions to be focused on rest and recovery. That will apply to the whole group, so I'll just confirm that. And the other thing that I have done is for coach and development. So that has just applied to absolutely everybody, which is lovely. And the other thing that I will do in the future will be adjusting our travel plan, but we'll obviously get to that when we travel next. So if we have a look at the players in total, we can see that condition-wise, Jack LUKOSIUS is down to 55% conditioning. Jack Whitlock is down to 40. Georgiadis is down to 56. But everybody else seems to be pretty healthy right now. Cochrane's down to 63. So I've got a feeling this has got to do with squad rotation, not using the same players every week. So we may have to consider that as the season continues. But we've now got Gather Round up against the Hollywood Hawks. Oh, it's going to be a good one. It was a fun game in real life. So hopefully it can be just as fun a game this time around. We're not going to do squad selection just yet. We'll do that next time. But thank you so much for watching up until this point, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.